Please subscribe.
Family crossovers such as the 2020 Audi Q7 do long hauls, college runs, errands, commutes, and it all. Household crossover SUVs are as lavish as the Audi Q7. Updated this season with a tweaked exterior, a much stronger V6, and more inside touchscreens, the Q7 has a 7.2 TCC rating thanks to its unique interior and attributes. But help might be on the road. Fuel economy to get a crossover is poor. This season, the Audi Q7 is offered at Premium, Premium Plus, and Prestige trimming levels, and foundation variations are more expensive than $61,000. Each Q7 becomes touchscreens for climate and infotainment controls, which have been borrowed in the Q8. In actuality, in case 3 rows is not a must-have, the Q8 relies upon the Q7 and comprises additional stretch-out distance, relatively. The Q7 and forthcoming SQ7 are somewhat sharper this season, with sharper headlights and vertical vanes at the snout. Underneath the hood is a 3.0-liter turbo V6 which produces 335 horsepower attached to an 8-speed automatic and aerodynamic drive. It is a lot for household detail. A 248 horsepower 2.0-liter turbo 4 lure to the fuel-conscious shoppers. Please be sure that the pliers on the cups are protected. All of Q7s are talented with a smooth ride and serene demeanor, made by an available air suspension which smothers rutted streets. Underneath the next row, the Q7 swallows 14.2 cubic feet of cargo, however that distance expands to over 70 cubes with all the seats folded forward. Each Q7 becomes regular automated emergency braking, and also this season that the crossover could slow and stop from its lane when it does not detect any action from the motorist for a brief time following repeated warnings. Top trims add concert quality audio, more active security features, open pore timber and softer leather to get much more income. This season Audi stylists gave the 3-row a short touch, most especially from the headlights and taillights. The grille was reworked somewhat too, though we would not fault anybody for mistaking the Q7 of this year with any Q7. That is not a terrible thing. We provide a 7 for fashion to this year's Q7. The front bumper was reshaped a little to take the new headlights which, in trims, light on a screen of Audi. Together the entire body is the exact same story as last year. It is sinewy and sculpted as a crossover that is 5,000 pound could be, with a form along with metal arches. Around rear, new taillights replace the version, as well as the liftgate was slightly restyled using a flat chrome strip running the whole width. The very best appearance of the Q7 is from interior, with a stunning layout complemented by regular leather upholstery. Wood, metal and ambient wash passengers at an interior befitting a luxury car cost tag. Dominates focus, although we smitten with the remainder of the interior of the Q7. It is an 8 for functionality. The yields from last season but isn't available in Prestige trim, although for an SQ7 claims 500 horsepower out of A. Its 3 miles per gallon combined significantly less than the older version, however. Its electricity is filtered via drive and an automatic transmission. It's flexible and competent, speeds around 60 miles per hour from a standstill in under half a year, and so is our selection at the scope for comfort, value, and endurance. When properly armed, the V6 is rated to tow up to 7,700 pounds. Such as the Q7, the SQ7 utilizes an 8-speed automatic and aerodynamic drive, but it alters the household, as well as their lunches, around 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. The conventional 4-wheel independent suspension at the Q7 coddles every rider, however an abysmal air suspension is almost glassy. We would opt for this. The drive style selection of Audi toggles between relaxation, automobile, and manners that control throttle steering, change points, and sensitivity. When equipped with the optional air suspension, then ride height is dictated by the driveway modes. We have discovered that automobile is the method to journey, but in inclement weather when styles may find traction and might help take off. Generally speaking, wheels have a ride. Large families will not need to hand in their luxury automobiles for group buses when kids numbers 3 to 5 arrive. Although cyclists at the way back are better when they are working on multiplication tables, the Audi Q7 chairs around 7 in boundaries. In case you do not want 3 rows of chairs, the Audi Q8 is a 2-row crossover, dependent on the Q7, however with much more inner comfort for as many as 5. Luxury package updates those chairs to multi-contour chairs that are heated and chilled that massage off shod with leathers, but we have never griped about the seats. The next row is a seat that folds forward in a 35/30/35 divide for more cargo space. Riders get comfortable seats for long hauls and almost 39 inches of legroom with bolsters that are sufficient. Even though 2 is perfect, 3 adults abreast is potential. From the next row, the split folding back seats accommodate 2 kids or adults which are behaving like kids. Together with the third row folded forward, the Q7's distance opens into over 35 cubic feet of cargo space, and together with all the third and second rows tumbled forward, the crossover could carry almost 70 cubes of equipment over our initial apartments. The Q7's inside is exceptional and there aren't any inexpensive surfaces we can find. The standard leather upholstery is comfy and soft, while Valcona hides are striking. Although not perfect for families with younger, spill-prone kids. The 2020 Audi Q7's waiting on a date using a wall, so we'll subtract our amount until one has lost in the name of science fiction. Absent official crash test information, the Q7 has standard automated emergency braking that has ranked as superior at preventing forward crashes. New for 2020 is a driver attention track which may slow the Q7 into a stop in its own lane and then turn on hazard lights when it finds issue with the driver, like a medical crisis. Active security extras comprise a surround view camera program, traffic signal recognition, and turn assist characteristics that could alert the driver or halt the car when it finds an oncoming automobile. The 2020 Audi Q7 sports the automaker's most recent advice and infotainment hardware, a set of G-Wiz touchscreens which look fantastic, but more on this later. We provide the Q7 points above average because of its foundation attributes, optional extras, and a significant touchscreen luxury car trifecta. The 2020 Q7 premium prices at $61,795, such as destination and models that are loaded, can cost approximately $90,000. Bluetooth and USB connectivity are standard fare, and also the Q7 is Android Auto compatible and Apple CarPlay. We would stop there, however we acknowledge that lots of families will not, particularly when another step upward comes with an impressive 19-speaker sound program, softer leather, and much more available security features. The best Prestige cut costs over $10,000 within the bottom version but heaps on niceties like 23-speaker sound, a head-up screen, surround view camera system, air suspension, and open-pore wood inside. Audi's large, 3-row crossover is much more adept at distributing people, maybe not sipping fuel. The Turbo 4 receives the exact same 19/25/21 of a mile per gallon since the outgoing supercharged V6 version. That hasn't been yet rated by the EPA. To be honest, 3 rows of chairs and all-wheel drive is not a powerful formula for fuel efficiency anyhow. Mercedes speeds around 21 miles per gallon combined, and the BMW X7 speeds around 22 miles per gallon combined. The Q7 is led by both, but are below average.